Ken, thank you for going through and examining everything for us. Everyone within the company is very pleased with your work, and even the higher-ups are talking a lot now. I had never wanted to work with you, Ken. And it made me upset having you around with us since we should be able to handle this work on our own. But the work you have put in has helped us a lot so far, and I look forward to eventually getting this project completed. Well, I still have to talk with some of my people about all of this. So I can't say everything for now, but I don't want any of my work to affect you after you and I have known one another since high school. So I plan to do only what I can here without it becoming a problem. Thank you, Ken. I'm glad to see that you're still so considerate of me. And another thing, your wedding is coming up soon, right? Congratulations on that. Have you gotten the invitation from me yet? I feel a bit embarrassed asking that, actually. And I have already invited a bunch of other people from back in high school. So I bet this will feel more like a class reunion than an actual wedding for everyone. A class reunion, huh? There's no problem with that. I'm looking forward to this wedding class reunion. If this whole business discussion that we've had ends up falling through in the end, you and I are still friends, right? Of course, man. I'm not gonna get work mixed up in our personal life, okay? Thank you, Ken. I'm the kind of guy that likes to regard all of his friends as more important than his work, actually. No, I'll be looking forward to that wedding of yours. And I'll make sure to reply to your invitation before then.
Can I talk with you for a moment, Ken?
This must be Joshua's wife, right?
That's right. I plan to have a surprise ready for him, and so I've made a group chat for all of us to discuss it in. And in that group chat, I heard a few things about you from someone. Is it true that you never went to college?
Yes.
Well, if that's really the case for you, then I think it may be a mistake having you at the wedding. What do you think?
Can you tell me what all of this is about right now? I did skip out on going to college, but...
Well, Ken, you do realize that Joshua is part of the elite, right?
Yeah, I understand that. I think out of all my friends from back in high school, he was the one that tried his hardest.
Then, do you think you can take a moment to think about who you are compared to him?
Who am I compared to him?
There's no way a high school graduate would ever be friends with someone that's elite, right? And do you think that you can come to his wedding when you're not his real friend? Well, that's ridiculous, right?
Wait, what? Is this you trying to say that because I never went to college, you don't want me coming to your wedding?
Well, to say it straight, yes. I want to know why you think you can even come to the wedding. And what would you even do if you came?
I never thought I'd be told something like that. Mariah, are you sure it wasn't just Joshua that told you I graduated from high school and finished my education there?
He wasn't the one that told me.
So that means he's not the one telling you these sorts of things, and making you feel as though you need to mess with me for it. Well, if he has nothing to do with this, and hasn't said anything about me not going to college, then don't you think you should stay out of it, considering you're not my friend?
Shut up, Ken. You're just a garbage loser.
Excuse me?
I went through and checked to see where everyone graduated from college. And I had heard from a friend in that surprise group chat about you. But I never thought that in his group of all his good buddies, you were there and never even managed to get a higher education. If you were to come to our wedding as the loser you are, then the whole wedding would go to waste. You don't want to ruin your friend's important wedding, do you? Well, if you don't want to, then give up on coming and stay away.
Give up on coming? But I was given an invitation by Joshua to be there. I've already called and said that I'll be coming. And so I have a seat prepared for me.
Then call and say you're not feeling too well and that you can't come, or something like that. If you can't make up some kind of excuse, then just don't show up and say nothing.
I will not do something so rude.
Are you not aware that you coming to the wedding would be way more rude of you?
No. You stop all of that, please. I've never heard of anyone telling a guest they can't come to their wedding because they never went to college. I'm happy that you're worried about Joshua that much, but if you keep trying to get me to stay away, I'm gonna have to tell him.
If you come to the wedding, you're going to regret it, surely. So I think you should stop now before you become more embarrassed than you've ever been before.
I'm done talking now.
You idiot. By now you have to understand me, right? A loser that's never gone to college should never come to this wedding.
Don't you feel like you've gone too far now as the bride? You just poured beer all down my head and body because you think it's okay to look down on me?
Well, you are a loser, right? And my husband does not need to be friends with a low-life garbage.
I know that you're on your high chair now thinking you've won, but was there really any merit to you doing this? This is a bit difficult to ask, but don't you feel like a huge idiot yourself now?
Say whatever you'd like, Ken. I'm married to an elite man and will become a celebrity myself now in his world. And now that we are going to become a power couple, we have to rethink who our true friends should be. We wouldn't want people that are scummy to be around my husband and I, in case they ever start coming to us asking for our large amounts of money or something. So that's why I'm making sure we cut ties with all his loser friends right now.
So this is you trying to protect Joshua from me? Or rather, you're trying to protect his money? Do you think by doing this, Joshua will be happy with you?
You losers are all so annoying to talk to.
And do you think anyone that's never been to college is an automatic loser? I think you, finding that someone who's never gone to college to be a loser, is a bit immature of you.
Say whatever you want to, as you've already lost. My elite husband will have no friends that never choose to make themselves useful in this society. Having beer spilled all over you should have opened your eyes to that, and now you can leave, right?
Then, I'm gonna do as you wish and go home.
I won't.
I was in the middle of handling Joshua's company's finances and properties. But you could tell him that I'll be ending my work with him for good now.
Huh?
I'll let him know myself as well, but you should also let him know the good news. Tell him that you poured beer all over his friend and partnering company's CEO. Then tell him to leave, as well as ruin his chances of creating any sort of business between the two companies.
Hold on a sec. What are you saying? Poured beer all over his partner company's CEO?
I'm talking about myself. I'm the CEO of his company he was partnering with. Understand?
What the hell are you talking about? There is absolutely no way a loser that never went to college and got a degree could ever become a CEO.
Well, I have become one. I was the one that started this company, and did so well with my work that it's huge now. And because of all my work, I live a life where I don't have to be called a loser, or a lowlife. As everyone else was using their money and loans to go to college and get a higher education there, I use my money and time to make a company, and put all my blood and sweat into it.
Wait a second, are you serious? You are an actual CEO?
That's right, Mariah. And Joshua was given a project that requires a lot of work, and was asked to partner with my company to start looking into how to get that project completed with all our combined strengths. And while him and I were working on discussing things like the finances going into the work, he invited me to come to his wedding. But now I'm gonna have to cancel all our talks about partnering up, after what you've done.
Huh? Cancel your talks? What do you mean by all of that?
A lot of the people at the wedding are involved with those talks, and the project that's supposed to be worked on. But now that I'm not willing to do any more work with Joshua and his company, this was a huge loss. I'm sure when they hear the news of that here soon, they'll all walk out of the wedding as well. And I don't blame them, considering they'll have just lost a chance to make some major income with my company's help.
You're lying, right? There's no way this is anything other than a prank, right?
Why would I joke about this? I already told your husband, by the way. I told him that our talks are over.
Wait, Ken? He is really pissed with me right now. He's going off about how he's going to have this whole wedding canceled now and all that. That makes no sense.
It makes total sense, Mariah. Because of you, you just ruined a huge business deal. And I'm sure this is gonna cause him a great deal of trouble now when he has to go in and talk with his boss about this. And any chance of him getting a promotion or raise is out the window now. So him being pissed about all of this is totally normal.
So that's the reason? Why? I never knew a thing about the work you did in your position there. That's the only reason I was a small bit rude to you.
A small bit, you say? Are you sure about that? I feel you were more than a small bit rude to me, Mariah.
But that was all because of me being a bit rude, right? None of what happened between you and I had anything to do with his job.
And one could definitely see it that way.
So don't treat this as a reason to punish him and get back to making that business deal.
But I'm the kind of business owner that finds a relationship among people as very important. I was working with the company he's in to help make my company some money. But I was also doing it because he's an old friend of mine from high school. But seeing that you're the kind of woman he's willing to be married to, I don't think I want to work with him any longer. So I'm going to stop all efforts to make any deal with him, and will not be around to aid in his company's project.
You can't just do that to him because of someone like me, though. I just thought that you were some kind of low-life idiot, and...
And you used that as your excuse to pour beer all over me? You really thought it was okay to do something as rude as that then, huh? That kind of thinking is a real shame.
I didn't mean for things to end up this way, though. Right now, Joshua knows about what's happened and is really considering ending this whole wedding. If he goes through with it, then my special day will be ruined. And I bet that he'll even want to end things between him and I.
Well, if that's what he'd like, then I'll support him.
What are you saying? You're a jerk, Ken. Don't you want to become good friends with him again and get to know me a bit more now? This is all your fault for all this happening, so you should be trying to save things between us now.
Oh, please. Was I the one talking down to myself and pouring beer all over my head today? You acting like not knowing the kind of person I am was a good excuse for doing all that is not going to work. Is pouring beer onto someone you don't know normal to you, Mariah?
Even still, I was worried like hell about things. I wanted to make sure that my wedding would be perfect, but you were here.
So you thought pouring beer on me would make your wedding perfect? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're trying to say right now. What would you like me to do?
Come back here and make everyone calm down.
Huh? Me?
Tell them that you spilled that beer on yourself and that I'm a great person. And then follow up by saying you'll continue to work on the business deal and that this wedding should get back underway. If you tell them all that, they'll listen, right? Explain that this was all a misunderstanding.
You know that everyone is aware that this is what you wanted, right? Now, I'll be going.
Wait! Are you really planning to leave me behind when I'm in this much trouble?
Leave you behind? I was never with you in the first place, right? Do you not remember what you've done to me today?
Please, just forgive me. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that this wedding gets back on track.
Oh, is that so?
Joshua is an elite employee working for an amazing company. I already bragged about being with him to all my friends and family. And now my friends and family have been bragging about me to other people. They all think of me as the girl that was chosen by a man with a lot of money.
Mariah, that to me seems like you only want to marry him because of his money and job.
Huh?
You want to be with him because you could brag, right? You could brag all you want because he's an elite, right? I'm sure that someone like you will even end up cheating on him one day.
What the hell are you talking about? If he and I end up getting a divorce, it'll be all your fault. It's because you told everyone that the business deal was off that this is all happening.
Well, if that's what you think, why did you go ask Joshua what he thinks? If you both think the same thing, that I'm to blame for all of this, then I'll be willing to make things right again for you both. But I don't think he sees it that way. I'm sure he won't divorce you though, because he still loves you. That's why he married you. So really, it's you that wants to leave him now because he'll have no chance of getting a promotion and making even more money, right? Maybe it's time you go have that chat with him, Mariah.
Can you please just come here and help us figure this all out?
No, thank you.
Why not? I'm asking you to help me and you're saying no thank you?
What you did today was completely stupid, and you need to be punished for that. And I will not help you avoid said punishment.
You won't help me. You're lying, right? I was finally going to start my dream life as a married woman.
You go and try your best talking with your now upset husband, okay? I'm not going to be seeing you anymore now, I believe. But you should be pretty upset with yourself for calling me a low-life loser, because I never went to college, right? Even though I'm really on the same level, if not higher than your elite husband, right? If you have really had all that time to judge others and have such a bias, then maybe you should have used that time to make yourself into a better person. Good luck trying to find another man to marry you after this.
In the end, Mariah and Joshua didn't even bother talking things through, and the wedding was called off, leaving all the guests that arrived even more upset. Joshua spoke with his family about what happened, and they all agreed that she was only with him because of his money, and so he ended up divorcing her. After the divorce was finalized, Joshua went back to Ken to tell him he was thankful for helping him open his eyes to the true person that Mariah was. and made sure that they were both still friends. Ken did cancel the talks their companies had with one another, but now that Mariah was no longer with Joshua, Ken got back to work making an agreement between them to work on that project. And this time, it seems like those talks will work out and a contract will be formed. It really was a great thing that the marriage between Joshua and Mariah fell apart. As for Mariah, after the divorce, she no longer had a place to call home, and her parents kicked her out as well, so she's been having to live on the streets now. Such a poor thing, but that's the punishment she needed to be rewarded with.
Hi, Maddie. I miss you.
Miss you too. How's the boys' trip?
The usual.
Let me guess, lots of drinking and arguing and absolutely zero fish caught. Am I right?
Nope, not at all. We caught 2 fish.
Oh, I'm impressed.
And now we're going to hike up Foster's Peak.
Really? Isn't that a little dangerous?
You did it.
Because I rock climb all the time, and I had the right equipment, and I wasn't drunk.
Chill, babe, I'll be fine. Don't worry your little head.
I hope you realize how demeaning that sounded.
Don't start. I don't tell you how to spend your girl time, so you have no say what I do with the boys.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't hurt yourself.
Honey, you will not believe where I am right now.
Where are you? I've been calling you for hours.
Yeah, my phone was dead. I'm at the hospital.
What?
There was no way to predict it, but I got hurt on the hike. My flip-flops got caught on some rock and I fell off a ledge. The doctor thinks my ankle's broken.
You wore flip-flops on Foster's Peak?
Babe, why are you mad? I'm the one in pain right now.
Which you brought on yourself. I warned you.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations. That must feel really good. I know how much you love to be right.
It doesn't feel good. It feels terrible. I didn't want you to get hurt.
So you'll help me while I recover?
Of course. What do you need?
Can you bring some of my stuff to the hospital? I'll send you a list.
Okay, send me what you need. I'll tell Marco that I can't come to work today. Marco, hey. Something happened and I was wondering if someone could cover for me?
Sure, I can ask Tristan. Are you okay?
I am, but Brody had an accident. He's in the hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it serious?
His ankle's probably broken. He stupidly tried hiking up Foster's Peak in flip-flops.
Okay, I take back my apology. The guy's an idiot who brought it on himself.
Don't be like that. He's in a lot of pain right now. But yeah, I warned him.
Of course you did. And now you're going to spend weeks taking care of him and listening to him complain about every little thing.
Probably.
Just don't let him take advantage of you.
No, I won't. But I'm his girlfriend, so I have the responsibility to make sure he recovers as quickly as possible. And don't worry, I won't miss any more work.
I hope not. We need you here, especially since the shelter is months away from opening. It's crunch time, Maddie.
I know. I'll make it work, I promise.
Okay. Tell him hi. I hope he gets better.
Thank you.
And I hope you stand up for yourself once he starts taking advantage. Thanks so much for lunch, honey. It was delicious.
I'm glad you liked it.
I really did. I ate it all.
You didn't save any for me?
I didn't realize you wanted me to. Whoops.
That's okay. I'll pick something up on the way home.
About that. Can you leave work just a little bit early? I need a ride to Tom's game.
Can he pick you up on his way?
He has to get there early to get ready. I don't want to be sitting in the bleachers waiting around for all that time. Please, I just need you to leave work an hour early.
I really can't. I'm already behind because of everything I missed this week. I'm sure you can find another ride.
You love me, right?
Of course.
And you want me to get better?
Absolutely.
Well, I won't get better if I just sit around the house all day rotting away. I need to lift my spirits, and the only way to do that is if I can see Tom and his team play. That's all. That's not too much to ask, is it?
I guess not.
Great. I have to be there at 4:30. And hey, you can pick up some food for yourself while I'm watching the game. A great idea, right? Honey?
Uh-oh. What do you want?
I need a ride to the doctor. I have an appointment.
I asked you to write down your appointments in the calendar.
Sorry, I'm not a fortune teller.
So you just scheduled this appointment today?
No.
So you knew about it and didn't tell me?
Stop making me feel guilty. I'm the wounded one, remember?
And I'm the one with the job. I'm the one paying our bills right now.
Sure, but it's not like you have a real job. Once I'm back on my feet, I'll go back to being the breadwinner. I just need you here for me right now.
I don't have a real job?
That's not what I said. Okay, that is what I said. But you know what I mean. You have a gig, and you're helping the community. It's great, really, and it keeps you busy. But it's not like you're working out of an office.
I can't believe you'd say that. You know how much this shelter means to me, and I will not keep accommodating you over my work if you don't even bother to write your appointments in my calendar. Sorry, it's been a stressful day.
I accept your apology. So, will you come and get me?
No, we're meeting with groups for food donations. I can't reschedule. Why don't you ask one of your friends? Or just get an Uber.
You know my friends are busy with work. And I hate paying for a ride. It's such a waste of money.
Did you even ask Tom or Parker?
No, but I know they're busy.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't take off work right now. I've already rescheduled a dozen things over the last week, and if I keep doing this, we'll get even further behind. And Marco will be pissed.
Oh, so this is because you don't want to make Marco mad.
This has nothing to do with Marco.
Then why did you bring him up? Look, it's just a short checkup. Dr. Grange will finally tell me when I can get my cast off. It's really important that I be there, and it's extra important that the woman I love is there with me. But I guess you'd rather spend time with Marco.
Fine. But it has to be less than an hour, including drive time.
Of course, I promise it'll be fast.
Okay, fine, I'll go tell the others.
Where are you? The electrician is waiting.
Sorry, I'm on my way. I had to swing by the pharmacy.
Of course you did. How many more minutes?
10, max.
Okay, be fast. You're still not here.
I know, I'm so sorry. The pharmacist didn't have what I needed. I had to go to a different one. But I'm almost there now.
Maddie, this is getting ridiculous.
I'm 2 minutes away.
I'm not just talking about this morning. I'm talking about weeks of canceled appointments and missed deadlines. I thought the shelter meant as much to you as it does to me.
It does. This is my passion. I haven't lost any of my commitment to the project. Brody is just days away from getting his cast removed, and I'll be back to 100%.
That's not enough. Maddie, if you keep stringing us along, even for a few more days, I'm afraid I'll have to remove you from the project.
You can't! This means everything to me!
Then prove it. And the electrician just left. He couldn't wait this long.
But I'm parking now!
Honey, what's for dinner?
Why are you texting me? I'm in the other room.
Yeah, you're upstairs. I'm not going to use my crutches and climb those damn stairs if I can just message you.
Yeah, I'm in my study. I have to finish the last of these reports. I'll probably be another couple hours.
But the doctor told me it's really important for my recovery if I eat my 3 daily meals on time.
Did he say that?
Yes, you weren't in the room at the time.
Well, sorry, I'm finishing these as fast as I can. Why don't you fix something yourself?
I'm in too much pain.
Then take more pain medicine.
You really don't want me to get better, do you?
That's exactly what I want. I need you to get better so I don't have to keep waiting on you hand and foot.
Oh, right. Your life must be so hard right now. At least you can walk normally.
I talked with Marco today. He warned me that if I don't recommit myself to this project, then he's going to let me go.
He can't do that. You raised most of the donations. You created the whole design.
I know, but he's our team leader and he can't have anyone slacking. And I have been slacking.
Maybe this is for the best. Maybe you can finally get yourself a real job.
Make your own damn dinner. I'm busy.
I see how it is. Well, the doctor just removed my cast. Not like you care.
Of course I care. Congratulations. Do you feel okay?
I'm still a little shaky, and I'll probably keep using the crutches for a while, but I'm not dying from itchiness anymore.
That's great.
I just wish you could have been here. This is a big moment for me.
I already explained to you why I couldn't. Multiple times. But I'm happy that you'll finally be able to do things for yourself.
The doctor said I should still take it easy for a bit.
Does that involve driving and cooking for yourself?
Yes.
Is that what the doctor said, or is that just what you want me to think?
Christ, Maddie, does every conversation with you have to turn so negative? This is the first good thing to happen to me since the accident, and you're raining all over my parade.
I'm sorry, and I really am happy for you.
Good. Thanks.
Can you ask Dr. Grange if he can write down all the things that you're not supposed to do now? It'll be nice to have a list.
No, I'm not going to do that. You don't think I can remember what he says, is that it?
No, I just want to know his full medical opinion, that's all.
Right. We both know what this is about. You're tired of helping me out in any way, and you want to make sure that I'm completely on my own now.
You're not on your own. You always have me. I just want a freaking doctor's note, Brody.
Don't you think I would have done everything I could to care for you if the roles were reversed? If you were the one who got hurt, I would have taken off work and done everything in my power to make sure you were okay. And I wouldn't have complained or made up excuses. I hope you realize that.
I have no doubt. I gotta go. My meeting is about to start.
Of course it is.
Sorry, honey. I'm setting up decorations for our grand opening. Can't talk now.
I feel like I never see you anymore. Are you purposefully avoiding me?
No, please. I'll call you back. I'm stringing up these lights and I don't want to fall.
Right. I see how it is. I'm finally out of my cast and you think that I don't have any more needs. I made you dinner, by the way. I wanted to surprise you. But I guess that doesn't matter. Whatever. Maddie? Are you still there? Maddie? So you finally decided to call me back.
Brody, I'm in the hospital.
What?
I was standing on a ladder and you kept texting me. I tried to silence my phone, but I lost my balance and fell. The doctor's checking out my wrist, but I think it might be sprained.
Dang, that sucks.
I'm still waiting for him to look at the x-rays, but my wrist really hurts. Can you drive here?
I don't know.
You're okay to drive now?
Yeah, but I already promised Tom that I'd go dirt biking with him. You know he's been waiting for me to get my cast off. I told you about it this morning.
No, you did not.
I think I did. Whatever. The point is, I already told him I'd come and he rented everything. You understand?
I do not understand, Brody. First of all, you should not be riding dirt bikes. That is definitely against doctor's orders.
How would you know? You weren't there when the doctor told me what I can and cannot do. I'm sure it's fine.
It's a terrible idea and you know it. Secondly, I've been helping you for weeks while you get better. I put my job in jeopardy because of all the time I spent escorting you places and helping you get around the house. You owe me this. And thirdly, you said that if the roles were reversed, if I was the one hurt instead of you, you'd drop everything to take care of me. Well, the roles are reversed, and I want you to be here.
Wow, you're so resentful right now. You know what? I wish they had fired you from that stupid job. It's changed you. It's messed up all your priorities to the point where you care more about a stupid shelter that helps people you've never met than you care about your own boyfriend.
Brody, did you want me to get fired?
Huh?
When you convinced me to leave work all those times, were you trying to get me off this project?
So what if I was?
I can't believe you. Don't bother coming to the hospital. Enjoy your little bike ride. When I get out of here, I never want to see you again.
Fine. I knew you didn't love me anyway. Maddie, what time should I visit? I'm leaving the site now.
Anytime. I'm in room 317, but my doctor is going to release me soon.
Release you?
Yeah, isn't that great? It wasn't a sprain after all. They just gave me an ice packet and I'm all better now.
That's wonderful.
But you should still come. I have so much more to tell you.
Really? What?
I'll wait till you get here.
Well, now I'm curious. Give me a hint.
Brody's in the hospital too.
He better be. After all the crap he put you through, I hope he'd return the favor.
That's just it. He didn't. He's not here to visit me. He's in the operating room now.
What? Okay, you have to tell me. I can't wait.
When I told him I got hurt, he said he wouldn't be visiting me because he had plans with his friends. So I kind of broke up with him over texts.
Thank God, it's about freaking time.
I know, I should have done it a lot sooner.
So what happened to him?
The idiot decided to go ride dirt bikes with his friends. He crashed, of course, and he landed right on his healing ankle. They're operating on it now, but the doctor told me that it's serious. Like, really serious. Best case scenario, he'll have a limp for the rest of his life.
Wow. I hate to say it, Maddie, but I think we just saw karma at work.
I think we did. The doctor told me they'd be done soon and I can go in and see him. I politely declined.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's sad that he'll have to suffer with this for the rest of his life. But I won't lose any sleep over it. I warned him.
I'm sure you did.
As for me, I won't be missing any work for a while now.
Actually, what do you think about leaving work a little early tomorrow?
Why?
I was hoping you could join me for dinner. What do you say? We can celebrate your non-injury.
That sounds wonderful. The shelter opened 2 weeks later, right on time. It's been a huge success so far, and I feel like we've all done something wonderful for the community. I've included our website in the description, so check us out if you're in the area and in need of assistance. Brody is still in the hospital. He's supposed to do some serious physical therapy, but knowing him, he's probably not taking that too seriously. They did an ankle fusion, which needs a lot of time to heal and will severely restrict his range of motion. He'll need a lot of help going forward, but I will not be the one to do it. And in case you were wondering, Marco and I have gotten really close over the last few months. We're not officially dating yet, but it's only a matter of time. I know he's a great guy, and I know he would never take advantage of me.